Good morning. Said I'd like show maybe like a slightly updated version of my apartment or whatever of like different things that I've gotten. Um, so I got a dresser, which you might be surprised to look at it and be like, yeah, but it's packed full. I can't even open it. It's quite full. So this is kind of a problem that eventually needs to be dealt with, but that's just like a huge pile of jackets. So that eventually needs to have something done with it. I'm not too sure what, but yeah. Um, this is my lazy boy chair that I got. Like I said, I mean, it's a little bit worn, but you know, it's nice. I told Jim at work, he's like, "Did you get it? Was it new?" I'm like, "No, it's not new. I didn't buy a brand new lazy boy chair. I don't have brand new lazy boy chair money." Um, My office is always kind of the same, I guess. It's usually like the cleanest room that I have because I try not to like put anything in here that I don't have space for. Let's see. Getting rid of that TV and then like a little bit of clothes and stuff. This is what planning out 30 weeks worth of an addiction looks like. My nicotine addiction. Alright, let's put you down. Hopefully the audio is not completely potato, but usually it is. So, you know. Yeah. One take's always better than, being like, oh no, I dropped you, I'm so sorry. I'm like, alright, let me start over. Yeah, but I got me like a jacket from the Marble store. It's kind of cool. Like I said, I have like a thing for just denim. And yeah, that was cool. $5. I got that the other day. Um, and I also got this, which, like I said, is a double for me, but it is complete. It was $2. So, yeah. Um, yeah. Oh, I'm wearing these like extremely atrocious shoes. Um, on my last day when I was working at the Woodruff Road Goodwill in South Carolina, I put a bunch of stuff out, tons of stuff, video games, all types of stuff you're not supposed to put out. I put tons of stuff out, and these shoes were like one of the only things I could get. There was another pair that I got too, but I can't remember where they are. Yeah, um, somewhat productive weekend, I guess. I cleaned out my air conditioner, which I don't have like a hose hookup, which kind of sucks. If I had a hose hookup, I'd probably get like a pressure washer and then wash my car because it hasn't been washed in like 10 years, so she deserves it. But yeah, I would have like sprayed it out with the pressure washer, but I didn't have one, so I kind of just like, and I also didn't have coil cleaner, so that kind of sucked. Kind of just like washed it out, scrubbed it out the best that I could, washed it out with bowls of water. Um, oh, I folded all my laundry. I put my dresser in my bedroom. It doesn't even look like I gained space, but I did gain some space. It's just slowly gaining space. At some point, I'll probably put like a big area rug in the living room too, because I don't really like hardwood in general, and this is like that cheap nasty LVT, so I actually really don't like it. So yeah, I'll just probably get like a big throw rug or something at some point for this room. Um, Kind of sucks, like everything still being like unpacked or like everything's always like moving or if I buy this piece of furniture, I'll move this, or like if I get an entertainment center, I'll change around the entire living room. But like it kind of sucks to always be like moving stuff around and never really having everything be where I want it to be. But I can't let it drive me insane, so I just have to like not focus on it. um, so I haven't heard anything from Fanatec. Yeah, I moved my TV into the living room because again I had this chair, but I haven't really been using it because my TV was in the bedroom. I have that small TV, but it's like a very old Sony. It's like one of the first flat screen Sony Bravia 720p. Woo, looks terrible. Yeah, so I'll probably donate that TV, donate some other stuff. I need to go through all my clothes because I have way too many clothes. There's just so many things like I have a shopping addiction. I've always known this, and that's why I prefer to avoid going anywhere or doing anything so that I don't feel enticed to get things. I only buy things at the thrift store for the most part because I know I have to live within my means. But I have so many things that are from the thrift store. Like I could just go in there right now and just rip off tags for North Face stuff that I've never worn before, and expensive jeans that I've never worn before. It's like, oh, I'm just rip the tag off. All right, I've never put these on. All right, good to go. And it's the same thing with a couple pairs of shoes in this room. They've never been worn outside. I mean, I wouldn't want to wear them outside my apartment, because the walk out to my apartment's gross and muddy. But yeah, I don't know. It's such a weird thing. I don't value things the way that other people do. I don't know. I think of things almost with a permanence when I own them, even though it's not. And then I also think of it even if I lost everything, I could just have it all back. There will always be more. There will be so much more. It will be never ending, right? I don't know. That's also why for the most part, unless there's something crazy, I just won't even buy it anymore because I'm yeah, I don't know. It has to be really expensive or hard to find or brand new or just something. But yeah, I mostly stopped buying clothes. I know I bought this jacket. I think the last thing I bought before this jacket was another jacket, maybe a month or so before that, 2 months before that. It was a camel denim jacket, as far as clothes and stuff. Because I just have so much that I'm just trying not to spend any money on clothes. Even though again, everything I buy is at the thrift store. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to record something, I guess, more in person. Let's say I'm gonna try and get the webcam this week if I can talk this person to meeting me on a specific day. If not, it's an hour drive, so it's diminishing returns on how useful it is for me to go out there and get this. Especially when I don't even know 100% that it works. It's brand new in the box, but is it? Is it brand new in the box? Or is there a rock in that box? I'm not sure. Since I wash my AC off real good, if you ever have to take apart your air conditioner or something, you gotta wash it off any window air conditioner or anything like that. If you get the board wet at all, the best thing that you can do is if you wash it off with water or anything like that, is probably just let it sit for a couple of days before you plug it in. You could take the risk of just plugging it in, but if you got the circuit board wet or you got any of the connections wet, you might just fry it completely and then it's just broken. So you just let it sit for a couple days to a week. It should dry out and I should be able to use it. Somewhat mine set outside for a week, and hopefully nobody steals my air conditioner that hasn't been turned on in 7 years that I just decided to wash out because it used to make a weird racket. It's the fan was making noise. Taking it apart was kind of a pain, dude. That was nothing like taking apart hotel air conditioners. That was just kind of a pain in the butt to disassemble and reassemble. But yeah, like I say, if I had a pressure washer, I could have done a much better job, and coil cleaner. But you do what you do what you can. I don't have a way to hook up to a hose to use a pressure washer, so it's kind of a moot thing. And I don't think that I want to try and do some type of crazy sink hookup all the way. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, Fanatec hasn't reached out to me about my e-brake. I'm gonna try and hold out, like I said, for a month. I hate holding out. I prefer to just buy a new one. But I'm also frugal, and I've already spent the money. I want it to work. I just want that one to work. But I also just want an e-brake that works. I like that one, but I just want something that works. I don't even care. Trying to register. Well, I'm not try, but I intend to go register my car probably next week sometime. Because my commercial registration or whatever will have expired on my car. I didn't even really want commercial registration. It was just like I say, like I lived in Echeck County, and um, chances are, like I forget what the minimum that you have to pay for the e-check is, like for the e-check pass thing is, but I think it's like $300 or something that you have to do for an e-check pass, and to get a commercial, a commercial registration or whatever for your car is like $150. So it's just ungodly cheaper, but you have to use it for work, and I use it for thrift store stuff, and I was using it when I was working at the hotel. So I qualified. You can use a car, SUV, truck. Doesn't really matter. It's technically, a commercial work truck, but it's a car. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, I just had to. Like, there's certain things where like, you know, counties are scamming people, like poor people, and I wasn't doing it again because the year before I got scammed out of. I think I had to spend $600 on them to replace some lines for something, but it didn't actually change anything. Like they didn't fix my evap sensor. They didn't fix anything. They just fixed like 2 lines worth of stuff, and it was still like $600. And then after everything with the registration, it ended up being $1,000. So I was, I did everything I could to avoid that. Like that's insane. Like you're just scamming poor people. I hate that so much. Like people that have money would just get a car on payments. Most likely, like most people that make good money aren't keeping a car for more than 5 to 10 years, and you don't even begin to qualify for the e-check law until the car is like 7 years old. So it's like this is just a tax against poor people, and it's just it's wrong. So yeah, like I say, but I don't live in Echeck County anymore, so I'm gonna go and change my registration back to just whatever normal car registration. Sell the car back to myself. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's not worth anything. You know what I mean? Like a check engine light doesn't work. A check engine light hasn't worked in years, so my car is not worth like anything. You know what I mean? It's worth like $500. So, but I keep working on it if I have to. I just keep like adding fluids to it and keeping an eye on it. Getting an oil change when I need one. Put new tires on it when I need to. Different things like that. But yeah, I don't know. Longer than I want it to be. Just an in-person video, I guess. The audio is probably gonna be super potato. I was using my mic like when I would do when I would do these for a little bit at the apartment. I was using my HyperX mic, but it's mounted now, so I'm not gonna unmount it to do this. But see you guys. Appreciate you watching. Be more content. Drifting mostly, drifting, gaming, BS. I really want to play Apex. I really want to dive deep back into that, but I'm still working on the sim rig, and I really want to finish out the sim rig. Yeah, so trying to like keep focused on that, so I don't lose focus on that, because it's one of the things where I just have too many like irons in the fire, and I just have like too many projects. I feel like in certain ways, like again, my entire apartment and just like everything's always like an apartment or a project because I don't have furniture. So like as I slowly find cheap furniture, I then have to change everything. Yeah, I'm just living in a project, which I might as well just get used to, because when I buy the foreclosure house, I'm gonna be like remodeling room to room probably. So I'm gonna be living like this for a long time, probably. But it could be worse. It could be way worse. You know what I mean? Yeah. My life has changed so many times, like vast over the years, that I can barely even remember what things used to be like. Dude. Yeah, I just so many weird things I've had to go through and done just to make it here. And there's a huge road and line worth of weird, goofy things straight in front of me. I don't know what even half of them are yet, but I'm gonna have to do them anyway. That's the way it goes. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna see if this is the most potato audio ever or not. I like these shoes. I mean, I like how ugly they are. Like they're atrociously ugly. They're actually really comfy. So.